السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على أشرف المخلوقين سيدنا ونبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Inshallah, we'll continue the study of Tafsir al-Quran from Surah al-Baqarah. And we're up to the ayahs when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So the last ayah that we did, that's 225, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَجْعَلُوا اللَّهَ عُرْضَةً لِأَيْمَانِكُمْ أن تبروا وتتقوا وتصلحوا بين الناس والله سميع عليم لا يؤاخذكم الله باللغو في أيمانكم ولكن يؤاخذكم بما كسبت قلوبكم والله غفور حليم. للذين يؤلون من نسائهم تربص 4 أشهر فإن فاءوا فإن الله غفور رحيم وإن عزموا الطلاق فإن الله سميع عليم. والمطلقات يتربصن بأنفسهن 3 قروء ولا يحل لهن يكتمن ما خلق الله في أرحامهن إن كن يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر وبعولتهن أحق بردهن في ذلك إن أرادوا إصلاحا ولهن مثل الذي عليهن بالمعروف وللرجال عليهن درجة والله عزيز حكيم. صدق الله العظيم. So the ayah that I just recited, starting from لِلَّذِينَ يُؤْلُونَ مِن نِسَائِهِمْ تَرَبُّصُ 4 أشهر. Probably this is the very first time that we'll be talking about this kind of concept called in Islam al-ila. And a lot of people may be confused what is ila and how that happened. And it's something related to the talaq, to the divorce. And many times people have this question, oh, this man and this woman did not have any kind of relationship for a couple of months, for a year, for 2. Are they divorced? And they say, it says in the Quran, if the man does not touch his wife for 4 months, she is considered as divorced. Probably they want to refer to this concept, but this concept has certain rules. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, لِلَّذِينَ يُؤْلُونَ مِن نِسَائِهِمْ. A person who did ila to his wife. What is ila exactly? So the Arab in Jahiliyyah, and even in the starting of the Islam, sometimes a man, he will have a fight with his wife, and that could happen to us also in our time. He will say to her, I'm not going to touch you anymore. And I'm going to come close to you anymore. He did not say the word of divorce. He doesn't say to the woman, I'm divorcing you. But he's making an oath. Or sometimes he swears, I swear by Allah, I will not touch you. I will not come close to you. Right? And he does. He's not touching his woman. He's not touching his wife. That is called ila. And sometimes people, they put time. I'm not going to touch you for 1 whole year. I'm not going to touch you for a couple of months. Right? And the purpose for that, probably he has an issue with his wife and he wants to give her a lesson. Or he wants to punish her. Or he wants to hurt her. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he clarified this matter even in the Quran. Look, let me clarify this. Fight and dispute could happen between husband and wife. Yes, that's normal. Sometimes they may not talk to each other because they are angry with each other. Right? It happened. Yes, it happened. But not in the sense to this point that the man will say to his wife, I am not going to touch you anymore. I'm not going to touch you for a month. I'm not going to touch you for a year. I'm not touching you for a couple of months. Good? So these are 2 different scenarios. So he's saying the word to her. And he had the intention to do so. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لِلَّذِينَ يُؤْلُونَ مِن نِسَائِهِمْ, the people who do this kind of called ila to their spouses. What? Some of the Arabs used to take such long, it just doesn't care. Allah, He put rules. تَرَبُّصُ أَرْبَعَةِ أَشْهُرٍ. They're going to wait for 4 months. What do you mean by waiting for? If 4 months passes and the man does not touch his wife after that oath that he made, guess what happened? It become mutallaq. It's become what? As one tatliqa. During this period of time, this period of called 4 months, right? It's not a talaq. It's a word that he says, I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to have any relation with you. And he did. He did not touch her. Right? He traveled or whatever. And he's insisting in that. During this whole 4 months, she is his wife. Right? And he could break his oath anytime. And he could go and touch his wife anytime. She is his wife. But we will wait for that person for 4 months. And if he does not change his mind and he insists in that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَإِنْ فَاءُوا, that means they stop this, they go back to a real life between husband and wife. In that case, nothing is counted. Nothing is counted. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive him. But if he's insisting, that is counted as what? As tatliqa. And that's what the next part of the ayah say. وَإِنْ عَزَمُوا الطَّلَاقَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ سَمِيعٌ عَلِيمٌ. But now it's in their mind, they have the intention to divorce that woman. So let's put it back again. If a person said to his wife, I'm not going to touch you for a day or 2 or 3, and he did not touch her for a day or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or a week, right? Is there any issue? No, there's no issue. He should not do that, he should not do that, but there's no hukum on that. But if he insists in this decision and he doesn't touch his wife 4 months, right? She's considered as mutallaqa. If he changed his mind before the 4 months, she is not mutallaqa, nothing is counted on her. And that's what we hukum called ila. The reason for this, the people used to do this to the women and just leave them. She is not divorced and she's not married. That meant just like hanging her. And probably, long time ago, used to marry more wives. And the first one and the second one, so you will go with this one, you go with the other one. And that one, okay, I'm teaching her a lesson. I'm going to keep her like that. Right? So that's why the ayah was revealed regarding something called ila. Now, don't confuse yourself. Someone, right? He travels overseas or he has business and he doesn't see his wife for a month, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for a year. Is that counted as ila? No, that's not counted as ila. That person did not say any word, but because of the business, because of some problem happened, he works overseas and he doesn't see his wife. The woman has the right to ask for divorce if she is not happy with that. But no divorce is there when the person did not say any word. It's not called ila. That was just a situation. So many times people go, oh, my husband didn't touch me for so and so. It means we are divorced. No, you're not divorced. Unless the man he said so. Unless the man he said the word of ila. So this has to be clear. So intentionally, I'm not going to touch you. I'm not going to close to you. For so and so, right? If he breaks it within the 4 months, everything is okay, no problem. But if he does not break it and he continue after 4 months, it means he made a decision about the talaq. The fuqaha talk a lot about this matter, subhanallah. تربصن بأنفسهن ثلاثة قروء ولا يحل لهن أن يكتمن ما خلق الله في أرحامهن. So the next topic, which is very much related, is the talaq. So Allah is saying, وَالْمُطَلَّقَاتِ, a woman that she is being divorced, meaning the husband said to her the word of divorce. Let's clarify this also. The divorce has to be said with the word of talaq. So the man will say to his wife that she is taliq in Arabic language or Urdu language or any language. which is that meaning means divorce, it means divorce. Now, someone say, oh, he was just joking with her. It's divorce. He didn't mean that. It's divorce. He didn't have the intention. It's divorce. It's clear. The fuqaha and the ijma, the concession of all the scholars, they are saying this matter, there's no joke about it. No joke. And thanks Allah that he didn't make this as a joke. Right? Otherwise, whenever you feel like he says, so this is a very serious matter. The matter of talaq, it's very serious. Probably for the man he sees as a joke, but for the woman, she doesn't see that as a joke. She got hurt. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just closed that. He said, you know what? When it comes to the talaq, it's a serious matter. Oh, I didn't mean that. I was just joking with her. I just want to scare her. If you said the word of talaq to the woman, she is taliq. Of course, it has to be your wife, not someone else. Otherwise, you have no hand on that. So, that's number one. So he said to the woman the word of talaq. Now, another question which is still we probably talk about it many times, even the khutbah. And then the people call, they say, my husband, give me talaq. And now, what should we do? Now, if he wants to take me back, I do have to marry another man before marrying, go back to him. Now, this is another issue again that has to be clarified in a very simple and easy way. Look, the way it is, it's called the Sunnah way. Sunnah way means the way how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us. Okay, if a person, he had the intention to divorce his wife. Okay, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put many rules. Number one, and we're going to see that also in the next ayah, but we'll touch it right now. A man not supposed to divorce his wife or to say the word of divorce to his wife if she is in her period time. She's in the period time and you have issues with her, don't say the word of divorce. Oh, but she was mean, don't say the, hold yourself, be patient. That's number one. Number two, she's not in a period time, but you just had a relation with her, a relation which has happened between men and women. So she is in the clean time, but you touched her yesterday or the day before or the last week. So during her time, which is she's clean, right? Not the time of haid, you had a relation with your wife. You're not supposed to divorce her in a tuhr, called in a period of time, which she was clean and you had a relation. You don't. You don't. What I supposed to do? But I want to divorce her. I cannot be with her. In Islam, they say, okay, you don't, and you wait until she is in a period time. Can you touch her in period time? No. So what do you wait? It means, oh, you are giving me such a hard time to divorce this woman. No, yeah, that's what the Islam wants you to do. He wants you to be patient, but probably you're going to change your mind. Now you're angry. You have temper. So Islam is going to calm you down. So this is what we call a talaq sunni. This is the sunnah way. Umar, he divorced his wife during the time of her haid. Period. Right? Probably you were angry to each other. So the Prophet ﷺ was angry. He says his face changed. And he said to him, this is not the proper way. Muslims, they don't divorce in this way. I'm not saying that this is haram. No. But this is not the right way. You are going against the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Good. Now let's go back again. So the proper way, if a person wants to divorce his wife, she's not supposed to be in haid, and she's not supposed to be in a time that they already have a relation. He has to wait until she's haid and then she's clean. Good. A person now, he is completely angry. There's no way. Okay. There's no way. All the solution they tried, now he is focused that this is the only solution. He is supposed to give to his wife talaq once. Once. He will tell her she is taliq, anti-taliq. That's it. A person who will repeat that word, taliq, 3 times, he is actually violating the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. You're not doing right, you're doing wrong. You doing something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not accept and doesn't like, and you doing something that the Prophet sallallahu doesn't want and doesn't like. Oh, but I just want to finish with this woman. I know that I don't want her back again. Okay. That's what you want. That's your desire. That's your shaitan is telling you to do so. But according to the Islam, you give to that woman one divorce. Good? Good. So how does it work? One divorce. One divorce. But people say 3 divorces. Hold on. What do you mean by 3 divorces? It means a person, he may divorce his wife. Right? And the same procedure will go. For it's called talaqun rij'i. And look how sweet is the Islam. I mean, look how Islam will always to give you solution and put you in an area that you always have the flexibility to what? To stay with this woman, not to break this marriage. So a person, for whatever circumstances and reasons, whatever, he is allowed to give a talaq to his wife. Once, وَالْمُطَلَّقَاتِ يُتَرَبَّصْنَ بِأَنفُسِهِنَّ ثَلَاثَةَ قُرُوءٍ. For the next 3 months. For the next 3 months, what? If you change your mind. Now we feel like, yes, she's not good, but I want to still be with her. Yes, everyone has his own good part. In this situation, you put yourself in the area which is clear and easy for you. So your wife could go back to you during those 3 months. Yes. Do you have to go back again to the imam? No, you don't have to go back to the imam. Does she has to go marry another man before? No. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Why? Because you give her how many divorces? Once. You tell her she's divorced once. That's how it works. That's how it works. Now you could bring your wife back. It's called talaqun rij'i. But still that's counted as one tatliqa. One talaq. Okay, now you're good with this woman and she get back again and there's no issue. Right? Couple of months, couple of years again. An issue happened between the husband and wife. Again, that man, he give her talaq. But how he did it again? He said to her, you are talaq. How many tatliqas now? How many? 2. Right? So he gave 1, and now he's giving the second one. Same procedure, the same procedure. What are we doing the procedure? For the first 3 months. Right? For the first 3 months, if you decide to take your wife back, no issue. You bring her back, and do I have to bring? No, you don't have to bring anything. Good, you brought her back. Couple of years, after 10 years now, again you get angry, and you said to her the word, she is divorced. How many tatliq now? 3. Can she come back? No. After the 3 months, which is called the days of subhanallah, the tarabbus days, the months, 3 months, she is divorced. She cannot be with you anymore. She cannot be with you anymore. If she wants to come back and you want to come back, no, you're not. There's one must now. What is it? She has to go marry another person. Not in a sense, she will go find someone, let's do this. She will marry someone and then he will become called muhallal. Right? He will make her halal for you and then, no. That's you playing a game. With who? With Allah. Does he know? He knows. Then how you're playing this game? So that woman becomes haram for you to touch her, to marry her, to be with her. She's not you are not her mahram anymore. Cannot be with her. Unless she marry a person and she marry him full marriage. They have relation and all that, and then for whatever reason they decided to divorce. In that case, then she may come back to you if she wants to, and you want to. So this is one scenario. Let me give another scenario. And we're going to go back from the beginning. A husband and wife, they have issue, fighting, disputes. Still this person is following the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So he said to her, one divorce, you are taliq. Right? So what do we say the procedure? We wait for how long? 3 months. During these 3 months, nothing was being fixed. No, they're still both of them angry. After the 3 months, what's the result? She is what? Divorced now. No. Hold on. So after 3 months, you did not take her back. You did not take her back. So that becomes a divorce called talaqun ba'in. It's a clear divorce. Is she your wife anymore? No. Can you take her back? Can you take her back? Yes, but there's condition. What's the conditions? Number one, she has to accept that. She's not your wife anymore. In the first scenario, she's still your wife during this 3 months period. In the second scenario, after 3 months are gone, she is not your wife. You are an outsider for her. You have no upper hand on her. After the 3 months. Now, if you want to marry her again, it's just like you marry her from the very first day. You're going to go and ask her. If she accepts, okay. Then, what's new? What's there? Mahar. Yes, mahar. The witness. Yes, the witness. You got it now? So the first scenario, you did it within the 3 months, called the months of Rija. Now the second scenario, it's not that. The 3 months finish, even if they finish by 1 day, then she's not your wife anymore. Right? Now let's put this scenario. After 3 months, you are divorced, nothing. Right? She's home now, she's a different person. Probably after a couple of weeks, the whole procedure will be again, and now you marry her and you bring her home. Good. Now in this situation again, I don't know, after a couple of days or weeks, do you decide to divorce her and you're following the sunnah and you give her another divorce? That's called what? The second divorce. You following me? Good. And what's the procedure? The same procedure again. You wait for the 3 months. During these 3 months, you could take her back. After the 3 months, she's not your wife anymore. You want her back? Sorry. You have to wait for her acceptance, if she accepts. And then the whole procedure. You brought her back again? That's fine, no problem. Now you divorce her for the third time. Muharrama. She becomes haram for you unless she marries another person. This is the situation, right? The first scenario, the second scenario. Now the third scenario, which is majority of the people, they do. So he's angry with his wife. 1, 2, 3. Divorce, divorce, divorce. Taliq, taliq, taliq. 3 times. Right? And that's what all the people did 3 times. No, who said that? That's against the sunnah. That's actually your ego. You're trying to hurt that woman. From that day, say, divorce, like you show her that you have the power, the authority to teach her a lesson. Okay, if that's in your mind, that Allah is going to teach you a lesson too. After your anger is gone, and you realize it's 3 talaq, and then you say, but I didn't mean 3 talaq. I was angry. Nobody divorces his wife while you are happy. There's no husband and wife that they are good with each other, they just had some nice time, and they say, oh, let's get divorced. No, come on. Anger, yes, from the shaitan. So let's go back to the scenario. A person says to his wife 3 times, taliq, taliq, taliq. This issue has certain differences between the madahib. Let's make it simple. Majority over here are ahnaf, right? Following the Hanafi madhab. The Hanafi madhab is clear about this. If a person said to his wife 3 times, divorce, 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 she is divorced 3 times. He cannot get her back. Wa alaikum salam. He cannot. He cannot bring her back. He cannot bring her back. Yes, the period of 3 months, it will be there. But you cannot bring her back. After the 3 months finish, you want her back. Or during these 3 months finish, you want her back. You cannot get her back. Because you already said the word talaq 3 times. This is actually the opinion of most of the scholars, by the way. And many of the Sahaba of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالْمُطَلَّقَاتُ يُتَرَبَّ. Yes. We'll touch only one more things. A lot of people, when they do the divorce on the first time or the second time or whatever, the first thing that they say, he will kick her out from the home. And that's also completely wrong in the Islam. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioned in the Quran. We're going to see it in the coming ayat, but I just want to touch that. لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن. Said, if the divorce takes place, Allah said, number one, لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن. Don't kick them out from their homes. Subhanallah. That's not her home, you say. That's not her house. It's my house. You are the one who's paying the rent. Or it's your house. You pay it with your money. But in this period time, it's called this 3 months, you are not allowed to push this woman out from the home. How is that? Well, you are the one to get out. But it's my house. Yes, it is your house. But actually during this period of time, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you are not allowed to kick them out from their homes. لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن ولا يخرجن. And they should not also leave. Because some of the women are going, okay, he divorced me, I'm not going to stay in his home. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you that honor, give you that chance, give you that priority. He gives you this, that it is your home during this period of time. Just to understand that this period of time, so many times, it happened this way. Let me go back again. Probably another, it's a little bit very many information. The first scenario that I mentioned, when I said, when a person divorced his wife first time and he said to her, you are divorced once, right? Can he kick her out? We said no. Where is he supposed to go? Him. I'm talking about the first divorce. First divorce. And during the period of time of these 3 months, he said to her, she is divorced. Okay, she stay in the home. Where is he supposed to go? Does he have to go outside? No, he doesn't have. Can he stay home? Yes, he could stay. What are you talking about? Is she still his wife? Yes, she's still his wife. But why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to do it this way? And look at the beauty of Islam. Actually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want you to leave the house. You know why? Because maybe if you stay in the house, right, and you see her, maybe sexually you feel you want her. And if that happened, are you allowed to go to her? Yes or no? Yes. What happened now to the divorce? No divorce anymore. You've already, actually Islam wants that to happen. He doesn't want you to stay 3 months out and then the divorce, the marriage will break. He wants you to stay home. Probably the first day you are resisting, and the second day you are resisting, and the first week you are resisting, and the first month you are resisting. But you as a man, you have needs and then you saw in her something good. She's becoming softer, nicer. Okay, okay. And then you go and you start talking to her and you get back to your wife. That's the scenario. That's what Islam wanted. We do the opposite. So when there's a divorce or they initiate the divorce from the first day, what they do, they leave. I'm going to go to my mom's house and leave her there. I'm not going to... No, that's not what the Islam wanted. Islam wanted the relation to continue. Yeah, there are a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems. A lot of each one of us his own good part and bad part. There's anger, there's upsetments, there's shaitan all the time. When you follow this sunnah, when you follow this way, when you follow this path, always the solutions are there. If the solution doesn't happen the first day, it may happen the first week, or the first 10 days, or the first month. But if you follow your desires and your ego, you will end up by going to all the masajid and then telling the person, no, I divorced my wife, and what can I do right now? Well, you did it. You are the one to find the solution. No imam will have any solution for you. You put yourself in the situation, so you are the one to solve it. Oh, I heard some imam said this, and look what happened to you now. Doesn't have the authority and the power to do so. We'll stop over here. I will continue next time, inshallah. May Allah forgive all of us. If you have any comments or questions, feel free, inshallah. Yeah, go ahead. Mm. Okay, so let's put the proper way. Why he doesn't want to divorce her?
No, he divorced her, but in the court, she told the judge to, make him say that's religious binding and legally binding.
That's what I'm going to. Divorce. Why he, as a man, does not want to give her the divorce Islamically?
Because he doesn't want her to get married again.
That's not his business. So he's trying to harm her.
Yes.
Right. He's trying to put her hanging. Okay, I'm not going to give you the Islamic divorce, so you're going to stay like that all your life. Good? Now, moving on. When we said the divorce in Islam, if you write to a woman, you are divorced, is that applicable or not? Forget about the court. Yes.
He said it in the court that I divorced her.
Then it's finished. You already answered. So thanks God that in this country or any country, right, they go to that point and then they make you say in the word or write in the word. Otherwise, you tell me how many women will be with no divorce because the man decided I would never divorce you, and you stay like this all your life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that in the Quran, say, وَلَا تَدَرُوهَا كَالْمُعَلَّقَةِ. Don't leave her hanging like that. Yes. You see, for example, again, I'm saying thanks God, in this country, let's say we in that way. So he divorced her, and he just went somewhere. That woman will stay like that all her life. Right? So what are you expecting? So really, as a man, what are you expecting? If you have a daughter or you have a sister, and same thing happened to her, she cannot get married again. Right? And what are you expecting from her as a woman that has also desires? She goes and she comes and she goes and she comes and she sees the other girls are getting married and they have kids with their husband in the parties. You don't think that someone will play in her mind and she will get in the haram? Yes. But that we don't care. I just want to teach her a lesson and give her as a mu'allaqa. So going back to your question, yes, if a person goes to the court, any court, and he said the word divorce, written or said, it's divorce. More than that, we explained that in the beginning. Divorce, even as a joke, it happened. If a person just joking to his wife said she is divorced, she is divorced. So this is more than a joke. This is you went to an official place and you said she is divorced, so she is divorced. Khair, inshallah. Yes. If he doesn't touch her during the 4 months and he doesn't change his mind and he doesn't call her and talk to her, you say, I'm sorry for what happened, right? If he doesn't do that, so it will apply. It's accepted. Yes, it's accepted. I'm sorry, I said that. I was just in anger. No, nothing. No talaq. The ilah is already broken. If the person did divorce, the first divorce or the second one, within those 3 months, they're supposed to live together. He's supposed actually to pay for all her expenses. She's still his wife during this period of time. He's supposed to feed her, he's supposed to take care of her, he's supposed to pay her rent, everything, and so on and so. And if it happened that he touched her, everything broke. 3 months, she's not supposed to be with him anymore. Become mutallaqa, right? It becomes not his wife anymore. That's how it is. Yes. The first one? Okay. Put the time in. Put the time. So he, give me 1 second. So he said to her, 1 talaq. And he's living with her, right? Continue now. Yes. 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 correct? Because if in that case, if we want the way you are saying, we're going to have 100 talaq, right? And each time, no, no. Once he said the word talaq, talaq is counted as one talaqah. You will take her back or you don't take her back, still that's counted as one talaqah. May Allah forgive all of us. Jazakumullahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I don't know why someone would do that. But you see, still there's something which is not normal, right? Because even if someone turns off, okay, I understand that should not be done. But once you turn off, you turn on should work. This has happened like 2 weeks ago. Last time we did the same, and then just like after 24 hours, I don't know, probably you said about the reset. I tried to do that. I put on 72. And then in the final where they said do not